Oh yes. So my whole name is Jador. Like I go by Jador. It's my rap
Jador.
name,
Mm-hmm.
and Jador Bliss is something I just came up with randomly, and I wanted to brand it in every aspect. So I had Jador Bliss Dispense, Jador Bliss Fit, Jador Bliss Mix. It's just like so many different ideas that just bounce
Mm-hmm.
off my head. But for Jador Bliss Fit, yes, I wanted to make fitness apparel and eventually go further into fitness training with that.
Mm-hmm. And have you ever made any apparel?
Made myself? No.
Have you ever sold any apparel?
Not for myself, no.
Okay. And as far as fitness, like are you a trainer, or are you like in the fitness industry? Are you like kind of like an influencer in that field?
So pretty much I just help out my friends, go to the gym. I
Okay.
make sure they stay on it and I make sure they eat healthy.
Mm-hmm.
I used to weigh like 200 plus pounds and now I'm 134.
Yeah.
So I've been consistently doing
Mm-hmm.
this for a whole year now.
Have you created a plan?
No, no.
That'll probably be a cool business. Like where like you know how people like on Instagram are creating like little workout plans and stuff like that, like 8 week plans, 6 week plans. Obviously, like you lost a lot of weight, so you know for a fact those 6 week plans usually don't work. But like a real plan that's actually gonna like help someone that doesn't know how to get started actually get started. As far as fitness apparel, the best way that I've actually worked for this girl. Her name was is she's not dead, but her name was Bella Fernandez, and she's like this big Instagrammer, and she started like her own brand. And like usually when you're like an influencer and you're trying to sell merch, you kind of have to have a story behind it. So that's usually what works best. So if you want to do like fitness apparel, it's gonna be pretty hard when nobody basically knows about you or what you do, and you're trying to like sell T-shirts. Usually, it's gonna be very very difficult. It's not impossible, but it's gonna be very difficult to actually drive traffic unless you have money for like a lot of advertising. So my recommendation here would be I like fitness. I help my friends out. How do I build organic traffic and then sell people t-shirts or whatever, or like fitness and stuff like that? Well, the first thing is, again, right, you want to model yourself after someone that's already there that you actually want to be, right? So if my name is Malaysia, right, and I want
Yeah.
to and I want to be kind of like I'm selling fitness clothes. Who do I know personally that does this already? Not personally, but like online. Is that Bella? Is that one of these other girls? Okay, how do they do it? What's the supplier? How do they get all their stuff? Okay, now how do I build an entire like platform? Usually, the way I build my platform is basically I post videos every day until I become an expert in my entire niche. So, in your case, if I was you, I would basically say, hey, can I post videos or pictures every single day about fitness on Instagram, on YouTube to get started here? Does that make sense? And then once you have, for example, like an audience of maybe like you don't need a lot of people, by the way, maybe like 1,500 people, and you can start saying like, hey guys, also by the way, you don't want to your goal is to help people. If you help people, they're gonna like buy whatever you make, because in reality it's just value, right? Don't make something for the goal of just like money, because you're gonna give up halfway, because it's gonna be so hard to make money when you're trying to like build something like this. So if you can build a platform on Instagram or YouTube or TikTok on working out, and then you also have, for example, like your brand name, which actually sounds pretty cool. Then that's very possible to do. However, if you just want to get started now, you can also just start like a whole Instagram page and start like selling things here and there. But again, it's gonna be pretty hard to like pick up traffic around that. Does that
My
make sense?
problem with Jadora Bliss, yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
My problem with Jadora Bliss Fit was finding a manufacturer that was USA based and wasn't overly expensive. That was my problem because everything was more
What do you,
so
what do you call
overseas.
overly expensive?
Like US based clothes for like tights
Mm-hmm.
is
Mm-hmm.
$40 plus.
Per unit,
Yeah, per unit. That's
depending on how many
not.
you order, right?
Yeah, like it starts like if you order one, it's $40. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's 60, sometimes it's more. Like it's
How many
very
manufacturers did you go
expensive.
to?
You see how many different places?
How many manufacturers did you find and call?
So I found a couple actually. I really like Ken Custom. King Custom was pretty cool. They actually had online apparel workshop where you can design your apparel online, but then their website crashed, so I really didn't trust it that much because it kept crashing. I went into I should have got my laptop. I went into a lot of different places. I don't really know the exact names right now, but yeah, I went to a lot of different places.
And why are you not that interested or vested into like buying outside of the US?
Because one, that's when I first started this is when the pandemic first started. And everyone just wanted U.S.-based materials. Everybody just wanted U.S.-based. And even though your tables say made in China, your chairs say made in, everybody wants U.S.-based.
Who's everyone?
When I say everyone, I'm saying my audience that wants the apparel or whatever. That's what I mean when I say everyone.
Okay. And you have an Instagram, right? I'm guessing.
You said, do I have an Instagram?
Yeah, you have an Instagram, right? Because you told me you hit me up through there. And your audience right now, what do you post? Are you posting like fitness stuff, cannabis stuff? What are you posting?
Nothing at all. Nothing at all at the moment.
Yeah, so
I used to last year, but I stopped.
Okay, so then your audience is not like a good enough sample size, right? Sample size means the people that you're actually basing your information on is not as large as it needs to, right? So saying, for example, everyone wants US, that's probably just like in your small circle. If you start, for example, expanding, no one's gonna, again, you're gonna have a brand and a story. People are not really gonna care like if your clothes come from Bangladesh or from China or from Egypt, right? It's all about finding the best supplier for you, whether that's in the US or outside of China, whatever it is. Like the goal is to go out there and search for suppliers. I know it's expensive is basically getting samples. Samples are expensive at when you first start off because you need a sample, see if the fit is good and all that stuff. That's expensive, but don't get too complicated in your circle because again, if you're gonna keep growing and growing and growing, eventually when you have, for example, like 10,000 or 15,000 people like following you and so on, and people like trying to buy nobody's gonna care if it's like US based or like or China based. I think that's like something like you have in your head, but it's not what's actually going on. Okay.
You've got to stop